rundown. I know I've been unactive. I just been dealing with some things, but now we're back on track, hopefully. You can see we still have the truck. We do have it without a bed now. I don't think I gave y'all enough after the fact that the motor blew up, but now we're back. We were making 7 pounds of boost. I'm gonna just let y'all know. Well, I mean, it felt good, but just didn't feel fast enough. So we had to turn it up. In order to get more boost, we had to run a second pump. It looks like a mess, I know. We're gonna get that fixed. We're running 2 450 watt pro pumps. If you wanna see how to install the first one, go back to my videos, you'll see one. I'm gonna explain to y'all how to install the second one in this video because I couldn't find anything. And it's a bit complicated. I just ended up buying a new pump. Same thing, you know, from eBay, the relay and everything. So I just used that relay instead of a different one. But like I said, I'll explain that here in a minute. Let me show y'all what else we've done. You can see we haven't really done much on the interior wise besides, you know, adding the center console and then our little, you know, gauges and whatnot. We have our AFR gauge, our boost gauge, and just plug-ins. We do have our dash off just because we are going to swap out our dash. We do have this little red dot right here. It turns on when the second pump kicks in. You know, you don't have to have this, but like, it's a peace of mind. You know, when you're stepping on the gas, you want to make sure your second pump kicks on. There you go, you know, just in case you don't blow it up or anything. Connected to the wires that we just connected as well. That's pretty nice. If you do want your second pump to kick on like I have mine, you need to get a HOBBS switch. There you go. I can't remember how much I paid for it, but basically there's 2 wires. There's no black or red, but on the other side there's a little fitting that needs to go to one of your intake positions, somewhere where you can get vacuum from. I have it just right about there. As you can see, that's where the intake port is at. Just have it teed off. Test this before you actually get it tuned or even run it. There's this little kit they sell online. I'm not sure what it's called, but my buddy let me use it. And all you have to do is just remove your piping from your turbo and put a little like suction thing, and then it has like a little air gauge. Turn it up to 10 pounds while the ignition is on, and then you can hear the second pump kick on. And then obviously you'll also see the red dot turn on as well, so that's how you know it's working. But let me explain how it's connected. All right, so there may be different ways to connect it, but or this is the way I did it and it actually works. I say that, but we still need to test it. One of those cables is gonna go to your battery, your positive right here, and it goes to one of the cables from the HOBBS switch. Doesn't matter which one, just it goes to one of them. The other one goes all the way down, all the way to the back. Let me show you. The other cable runs all the way down, comes up, and it connects right here. So this is the other cable from the HOBBS switch, which is a positive, and this cable right here is the one going to the little red dot inside the cab. Again, positive, and the ground just gets somewhere nearby that little light thing. And that goes into this, comes out, and comes out to this black pin on the relay, and I believe it's pin 86. I'll have a diagram posted up here so you know what I'm talking about. Blue is current, this one's going to the battery. Your yellow is your pump, so your yellow is 87, your white is 85, 30 is your blue, which is current, 12 volts. The white is connected to the ground, yellow is to the pump, positive to the pump, and then the ground I just connected it to the other pump that I first had installed, and you know, just get to the ground on that pump instead of running 2 cables out. And then your black one, it's like a switch, a turn on and turn off switch. Like I said, that one goes to your HOBBS switch, on your positive on your HOBBS switch, and then the other one just goes to positive to the light. So whenever the pump kicks on, the light kicks on. And then your red one, it's not used, so I just cut it and tape it off. Like I said, it's pretty simple. It should make it easy for y'all instead of having trying to figure out what to do. And I'm gonna show a little clip here showing you how to put the pumps together. I'm gonna just do a voice over it because I didn't really record it, but it's the same thing. All you have to do is get you a 3/8 Y, get it online because nowhere nearby sells it, and then you connect your both hoses. You know, it'd be like this, and then it goes into one. So you connect both pumps to these 2 lines, to the Y lines, and then that goes straight out, and it should come out to one of these. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is this one. Now this is a 99 truck, so it has a return already. I believe if you don't have a return, you have to cut it out and then run your own line. So I got lucky with that. I didn't have to do that, but pretty simple. I did have to cut the little plastic where the pumps go in just because there wasn't enough space, so I just cut it around and then had to cut other little holes so I can zip tie pumps so they would stay. Connect the ground to the existing pump and then the positive turn out. Yeah guys, I hope that makes sense. If you do have any questions, comment down below and I'll try to answer them all as much as I can. As y'all seen in the previous videos, I did sell my car. Now, I don't have another vehicle. Actually, I do, but I don't have a sports car. Now, I've been debating really heavily lately on what to do with this build. I bought a 6.0, and I was actually going to build it from the ground up to try to make, you know, anywhere from 600 1,000 horsepower. Obviously, I think I would need a different turbo. And, you know, I would have to forge the internals on the 6.0, but I don't know if I want to spend another $5,000 on the truck. So I already put a lot of money in this. You know, it may not seem like it, but I do got a good amount in the build. Now that the bed is off, I was thinking about wrapping it, but I do need to do some body work here and there, not heavily. We do need to replace this rocker panel, so I need to buy a welder, get that done, get a new bolt for that side because it came off. And then I believe I have a HD little plastic piece to make it look good. I do need to get a HD grill though, so that is pending. I am thinking about wrapping it here pretty soon. I have 3 colors in mind: candy red, candy blue, or maybe like an orange, but like I said, I don't know yet. Get the body fixed just a little bit, just so when I put the wrap on, it looks nice. Put some bay liner on the truck. We did buy the big brake kit for the front. Don't need to buy the rotors and the brakes, but I do have the calipers. I know I've been active, you know, been a whole lot of working lately, and well, since I sold my Mustang, I've been trying to see what to get next. I'm honestly thinking about selling this once we get it done. If I were to sell this, what should I get? You know, I've been debating actually from 2 different cars, maybe 3 now, but one of them is a Corvette. I am thinking about maybe potentially getting a Z06 or a Camaro. Could be a SS or could be a Z01. Not exactly sure which one yet. Or an F-150 single cab and put like a twin turbo kit on it. Or should I just keep it? Should I keep it, save up, and give me another one? I really don't know. But he just sold his. I am a little sad about it, because you know, now I have a single cab, but he doesn't no more. But I think it's time for an upgrade. I think we have both of our interests in the same location, so you'll see us pop out pretty soon. I do need to get this fixed before I try to sell it. Who knows, maybe I fall in love with it and keep it. Or maybe I'll sell it and give me something nice. You know, I'm gonna need a little bit more sauce. And the reason I haven't been able to tune it today, or guess whenever you're seeing this video, is because my computer just decided to stop working. And it's brand new. It's like brand new. Well, maybe not brand new. It's like two years old, but it's an expensive laptop, and it just stopped working on me. So I got one on the way, so we can get it tuned. So that's pretty neat. Be careful when installing the second fuel pump. I ended up breaking the housing like on the top, I guess, where you clamp the hose for your feed. I guess I tightened it too much and it broke off, and that's what was causing issues with it. The same thing with the HOBBS switch. Couldn't find any videos, but if y'all need any help, comment down below. I'll try to help you as much as I can. But turn it on. Should I turn it on for y'all? I don't know. Should I not? Let's turn it on. Come on. All right. Sounds pretty good. Like I said, we are on E85, but hopefully we can get it tuned maybe next week or so, and then I'll have a video for y'all. But it sounds good. It sounds really good. It is running a bit rich, I believe. It's around in the 13 AFR, so we need to bump it up. But with the tune, I think it'll fix it. I'm being completely honest with y'all. I should have twin turbo the Mustang or single turbo the Mustang instead of putting money into this truck. Don't get me wrong, I like it. It's been badass. You know, I built it from the bottom up, basically rebuilt everything in this truck. If I were to buy one again, I know how to do it without going through the other steps. You know, I would mainly put money in what I need done to make high horsepower. Pretty nice truck. It's quick for what it is, since it weighs a lot. Don't get me wrong, I like the build. It's pretty badass. You know, hardly ever see one of these around here that would actually run them, you know, because everybody's scared to run them around here. Not exactly sure why. I'm talking about the streets, not the strip. I did end up buying another truck. It's a 2500. I don't think it's an HD 2500. I'm not exactly sure. I do got a HD hood, thanks to my buddy. Transmission is getting fixed right now. We had a little leak. I believe the pump on the transmission was messed up, so we're getting that replaced, getting new gaskets for the pan, rear main seal, and the front and then the front plate, I forgot what that's called. We're getting all that replaced, new oil, new filter, new transmission fluid. Hopefully that truck gets done pretty soon. That's gonna be our daily, which means we can dump more money into this without having to worry about being stranded or just not having a vehicle for a day. Actually, we're also gonna build that truck, but mainly it's just a work truck, or you know, something to haul in. But who knows, guys? Should I keep this truck and start a collection, or should I sell it and give me something fast? Obviously, I would still build it. I wouldn't just buy something that's already modified or anything. But thing is, I'll wait. It won't be till mid next year. Where am I gonna put it at? You know, I need a garage to put the vehicles. I do have my shop, but it's dusty out here. It's gravel. I don't want it to get dirty depending on what I buy. I mean, I could put, you know, ceramic coat and PPF, whatever, but it's still not the same. Just wanted to let y'all know what's going on. Stay tuned. That helped me to get to 3,000 subscribers. We're very close. We're almost to 2,900 subscribers. So help me get to 3,000 subscribers. I'll try to upload more videos. We're gonna go ahead and remove this dash and then install this new one. So this new one has, it's I believe it came off with 2,500. This one raised a trans temp. Hopefully it works. Buddy brought it to me. Brought me an Escalade one, but it was the wrong plug-in, and I think it doesn't work. So hopefully this one works. All we have to do is replace the plastic piece. Alright guys, now we got it on. We definitely need a new steering wheel cover. Maybe even the airbag. This, I mean, this is all faded out. Man, look at that cluster. I feel like it looks 10 times better. I wish you can see that. You can see that needle in the middle, a little lighter than this one. That's the only difference. Actually all those on the other side look faded out, and then this one's like a dark yellow, and then this one's like a McDonald's yellow, and that's like a faded out yellow. But overall it looks good. You know, turn it on. Looks real good. We do need to fix this brake thing. I think it's like a module, a sensor. I can't remember what it is, but we need to get rid of that. And obviously that's just a seatbelt. But that looks badass, man. It looks a lot better. Alright guys, here's our little setup. I did fix the wires, just took them in and tightened them up. Got these little posts, square tubing with the chain, pulley, whatever you want to call it. I forgot what it's called in English. We got one of those, and then we got the hoist up there, holding it just a bit. Doesn't go any higher, so I couldn't do anything else about it. I guess I could have used my other square tubing or those back there. It'll be alright. I've done it with this already, so it should work. Now we're just gonna try to pull it back and then make sure I don't hit the bottom of the bed, and then slowly start lowering it down, bolting the 6 bolts underneath, and I think we'll be good. So let's get to it. Alright guys, so we finally got it on there. We still need to bolt it and align it, but it's pretty much somewhat there. I could just move it from underneath with the pry bar, but I think we got it almost spot on. Alright guys, now it's time to go down there and try to bolt it up, at least some, and lift it up so I can get it underneath on the other end, so I don't fit underneath. So here's the tool that I was telling y'all about. Pool, whatever you saying it. Search it up, you can find it. I don't have a link to it because I didn't buy it. So, but essentially this is how it looks like. You get one of these, you put in one of your piping for your intercooler, and it acts like a turbo basically. You run air through it and then it activates it. It acts like you're running boost. Now this is the little gauge. Basically just, you know, you got your regulator, open and close valve, chup one, push a little clip thing, you know, you pull it back. It's like a compressor, like an air hose. You connect it on here. There you go. And then you run some air. You need a compressor though. You run some air, and you just turn it up. You turn this up. You don't mess with this, but you turn this up to like 10 pounds, 10 psi, and then you should hear the second pump cut on. Like I said, it's pretty nice if you have one of these. I'm sure you can maybe do it another way. I guess you could do it, you know, if you're driving, before you go balls deep in it and you don't want to mess up your truck, car, whatever it is, you could use this. Peace of mind. I'm not gonna show you what exactly those are, but you can see them right there. Head on. That thing looks clean. It's been a minute since I've seen it with the bed. Probably like 2 weeks or whatever, or a week. More like 2 weeks. There she goes. Now all we gotta do is wait for the computer to arrive, tune it, and then see what it does. And then after that, I'm going to move the bed again, install the wrap, but before that we need to do some body work. The bed is not horrible. Corey, as you can see, it is a little beat up a little bit. And then we got one of the fenders. I believe it's this fender is the one that's more beat up. So we're gonna do some body work, primer, and then wrap it. And then we're gonna remove this little cover thingy and add bed liner. I'm not sure if I want to add it all the way down here or bring it to this body line. What do y'all think I should do? Should we bring it to the body line? Like I say, we do have a couple dents on this bed, but it's not horrible. Like we have one here, we got one here, and then one here. We got a couple like up here, but not really. It's in good condition besides this rocker panel. Rusted right there and over there. I'm gonna just probably buy a new rocker panel, put it on, weld it, paint it, throw the wrap on there. Also need to get different mirrors, but who knows, maybe we'll just rock those. I need to actually go get the bolt for the hood so we can fix this issue. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. But besides that, it's looking pretty nice, man. Well, we're gonna try to see if we can put the little HD top bumper looking piece in the grill, but we need to find a grill. So hopefully this video was a little informative for some of y'all who want to do the same thing. Who knows, maybe I keep, like I say, maybe I'll keep it, maybe I won't. Maybe we'll sell it, maybe we'll get something else. You see that just keep back there? I don't know, y'all want to see vlogs too, like, you know, my daily, well, not daily, but like whenever I go out somewhere, y'all want to see those kind of videos? Y'all let me know. Maybe I'm debating on doing them or not. You know, it's more like a personal life, but I mean, it'd still be cool to show y'all a little bit of everything. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.